Hi, welcome to RCs Cocina. Today, so excited to be with you. We are actually celebrating here in the Contreras home Hispanic Heritage Month. So happy to celebrate the tremendous accomplishments of our community, Latino community, and Hispanics all over America in terms of the rich fabric of what we bring to this tremendous nation. So many things that are happening this month for Hispanic Heritage Month. What I thought I would do was come to you live here from my home in RCs Cocina to show you how to make some great fish tacos. So my tacos son bueno para la alma. For those of you who don't speak Spanish, that means they are good for the soul. They're healthy for your body, your mind, your spirit, really make you feel good about eating Mexican food. Let me tell you, when you eat Mexican food, you don't have to eat unhealthy Mexican food. You can actually make it fresh, organic ingredients, and make it healthy so that you're not all feeling stuffed afterwards. You feel really good about yourself. So I want to show you what we're doing today. I've started by marinating my fish. I use a basa fish. It is B-A-S-A, basa. I have been marinating this for about 30 minutes in the fridge. It does require just a little bit of prep. I like to marinate it with lime juice. I add comino, which is a Mexican spice, fresh garlic, lime juice, pepper, and cilantro. So we have been marinating our fish. We're gonna go ahead and cook our fish on a hot stove. I don't like to cook with a lot of oils. The reason is I want it to be healthy. And when you put a lot of oils in your food, especially Mexican food, you layer it with frying it, it's really unhealthy. So I'm just gonna do a tiny bit of the avocado oil. Again, it's my cooking go-to oil. And I'm gonna drop the fish into the heated pan on high heat. And I'm gonna put all that yummy lime juice in there and let it sit for about 10 minutes. Again, you wanna use high heat. I'm also making my very yummy, healthy Mexican rice. I have a unique recipe I want to show you. It's actually made with organic white rice. I use a little bit of bone broth for protein and fresh garlic, and I do not put tomatoes in my rice when I'm making fish tacos. I simply add lime juice and cilantro, and I know there are some Chipotle fans out there. If you like Chipotle lime rice, you will love my rice. It is actually better than Chipotle's, but it doesn't have all that gooey tomato stuff in it. So I've got the pan going already because I'm actually frying the rice. And remember, in order to avoid all that fat, you want to minimize the oil that you use. If you have a nice stainless steel pan with a little dab of avocado oil, your rice will actually fry without needing all that unhealthy oil in your food. You just want to kind of bring it into a nice brown recipe. Brown your rice, again, just a tiny bit of avocado oil, and you want to use a stainless steel pan or a comal. Comal is nice as well for that flavor, and you just want to fry it. We're going to let the rice sit there for a minute, and while it's frying, we're actually adding fresh cebollas, onions, and fresh ajo, which is garlic. Everything in RCs Cocina is 100% fresh. Very little comes out of a can. It's all fresh, organic, and we try to make sure that we are bringing you the best of ingredients here at RCs Cocina. So we're going to let that rice actually fry on high heat, covered up so that it can get nice and brown. And look at our fish. Now, you don't want to turn the fish too many times because it will fall apart. The great thing about these fish tacos is you want them really meaty and kind of steak-like. So if you just turn it once and do the high heat sear again, make sure your heat is super high, then you'll be set. I'm going to actually start. I actually like to add cabbage to my fish tacos. It is an interior Mexico style dish. Even though my tacos are Tex-Mex, I am adding a little bit of cabbage to the top. It's what I use instead of topping them with lettuce. And for my cabbage, I'm going to actually stir fry the cabbage. Again, with a nice fresh garlic and fresh onions. While the pan is heating, I'm gonna stir fry my garlic and my onions for my cabbage. Bring it to a nice heat. Now I want you to take a look at this rice. The secret to really good Mexican rice is you don't, once it has liquid in it, you don't want to move it. You do get to move it while it's frying because that's how you brown it. But once you come to a point where it's brown, you actually want to come over and add, I'm going to actually add a little bit of water. And we're going to cover it. We're also not going to add the cilantro or the lime until it's cooked. If you added it while it's cooking, it's going to get all gooey, so you don't want to do that. So we're going to cover our rice, and we're going to cook that rice on low heat for about 20 minutes. You want to follow the directions on your bag of rice, and it will tell you how long cooking, but I cook it for about 20 minutes. So we are now ready to put our cabbage in. My spices, any kind of garlic or ajo, onions that you use, you want to actually fry it before you put your ingredients in the pan so that it gets that great flavor. So the fish tacos are almost ready. Notice there's no oil in my pan. This is why they're going to be very healthy. High heat, you want to sear them so they're nice and crispy. The cabbage is cooking as well and almost ready to go. Your cabbage is going to stir fry in the pan with just a little bit of comino. You want to add a little bit of comino to the top while it's cooking and a little bit of sea salt. Just simple cabbage, not too many spices, a little bit of pepper. And you're going to steam that cabbage on high heat for about 8 minutes. Very, very quick. It cooks very, very quick. And this is going to be your topping for your fish tacos. So again, that's RCs Cocina. For today's dish, we used organic cabbage. We used lemon, cilantro, some garlic. I'm going to show you the black beans I made, rice, and then all our rich spices. I also want to show you a spice that I use for my fish tacos is this chipotle chili. You can get this at Whole Foods or Sprouts. I love to sprinkle a little bit of the chipotle chili right on top. Very little. This is a very strong spice, so if you do add the chipotle chili, make sure it's just a tiny bit. That'll give your fish tacos a nice flavor. So while everything is cooking, I have actually pre-cooked everything. I want to show you what it turned out like and give you a little peek of where we are. So these are my fish tacos already done. Notice they're really juicy and the meat is nice and thick. I made some black beans last night. These black beans do have to be pre-made. Here is our beautiful cilantro rice with a little bit of garlic and our cabbage and our trimmings. And our final dish here is Rebecca's famous fish tacos. And that happens when you're cooking on high heat. Caleb is going to attempt to turn that off. Yeah. Okay, well, so here we are, RC's Cocina. My alarm is going off because I'm searing the fish on high. But hey, it's life, it happens. I want to introduce you to Caleb, our son. Today is Caleb's birthday, so I'm doing all of this for Hispanic Heritage Month, but I'm also doing it to wish Caleb a happy birthday. So Caleb just flew in from LA, and he is 29 today. Wow. This is my my Amazon Latino son. Caleb, what do you do in LA?
I produce music.
Yeah, he's a music producer. And anyway, today is his birthday, and he's here, and we're celebrating Hispanic Heritage Month together in RC's Cocina. I hope you enjoyed my recipe. I will have it posted online. Share this out if you enjoy it. I guarantee you want to eat these fish tacos. It will absolutely bring richness to your family, and you'll be a big hit at dinner. Take care.